Hello, it's Martin Varrand from Motocross Advice and I'm back with the next episode of Motocross Minutes. Today I want to talk about myself, how I got into motocross, how I built up my career and how I got here where I am today. So it would give you some information, who is this Martin Varrand, and most importantly, why should you listen anything I have to say about motocross. So stay tuned. First of all, I want to thank you, all of you who have subscribed to my YouTube channel. I'm really happy and I appreciate you being here. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. So first thing probably you have to know is I'm coming from a small country called Estonia. It's situated in northern Eastern Europe, right next to Russia and Finland, and we have around 1.3 million people, but we have a lot of great riders coming from Estonia, such as Tanel Leok, Harri Kullas, Priit Rätsep and so on, who have been great in the motocross industry. And Estonia actually has won or has gotten fourth place in the MX Nationals few times. So fourth place in the MX Nationals for such a small country really says that a lot of talented riders have come from here. So my father was a motocross rider when he was a young guy in Soviet times, and he got some championship titles. And obviously, when I was a little kid, he took me together to the races. And when I was 3 years old, I started craving for a dirt bike as well. Fast forward, for my 4th birthday, my father gave me a dirt bike which was assembled from different pieces from here and there and here and there. So the dirt bike was just a mixture of everything. I remember the first time when I went to race. Back in the days, you didn't have the full face helmet, so the helmet was just covering this part of the head and the face was totally empty. And when I went to race, I rammed the throttle, but I couldn't let off the throttle, so I went to the jump and jumped as a Superman and landed on my face. Basically, next day in the kindergarten, my face was bruised, basically yellow and purple, and that's how it all started. But I never had a doubt. I wanted to hit the track the next day, and that was how we started going. Quite quickly, my father found talent in me, and we started progressing quite heavily. When I was 7 years old, I got my first Estonian national championship title, and the same year we went to the first junior world championship held for 50cc guys in Germany. I remember well, that was the first time I saw Ken Roczen. Ken Roczen is 1 year younger than me, and he was there, and in the same practice where we were, he broke his hand bone. In this World Championship I managed to win, and I won my first World Championship title. In the same time I raced in 50cc when I was 7 years old. I also in parallel learned already 65cc in order to learn the gears, the clutch and throttle work, and I was able to progress. So after I won the first championship title, I moved fast to the 65cc. The next year, 2002, I went again to the Junior World Championship 65cc. It was held in Germany and Czech Republic, and managed to win title in there as well. So I got my second World Championship title in 65cc. These were the times where we take this motocross riding really seriously. I remember I'm sitting in the bus or truck with my dad driving through the Europe, learning, doing my school work in the bus, and basically the whole childhood passed in the bus truck, driving from one GP to another GP. One thing was that we always struggled financially, so it was really hard to find some sponsors. I never had a proper team. I had some really small teams that I rode in, but it was constant struggle. I had to find new sponsors, and financially it was always really stressful. So when was the time to move to 85cc, my father decided that we need to go to USA because there is more financial opportunities, and for me to progress naturally, for me to have the tools and the equipment to progress based on my talent. So my father went to USA and to find me a team. So he found a team where I already had 2 KTM 85cc's waiting for me. And 5 days prior to flying to USA, we did these bicycle jumps with my friends, and I managed to crash so hard that I had a huge collarbone fracture. So I broke my collarbone, and that was basically it for the trip to USA. From that, my father still was in USA for some time, but then he came back, and we still raced quite a lot, but obviously the financials didn't allow us to do it on a maximum level. So we raced in the European Championships for 85cc's, to World Championships for 85cc's, where also was Eli Tomac, Blake Wharton, Ken Roxon riding. And this was the time when we understood that maybe this opportunity to really do this on a highest level, to have the team, to have a lot of sponsors, maybe this time has already passed. So I still progressed. I went to 125cc and then 250cc and rode there, but this wasn't on that professional level anymore. Then my father asked one day, Martin, what are we doing? Are we going full into motocross? We are seriously starting to work on the dream, or we are quitting, you are going to school and you are learning some profession. So we took the decision to end the motocross on that level, because financially it was always a struggle, and we didn't see that on this level anymore it's really possible to achieve something great and start riding in AMA or something like this. So at the age of 16 I quit riding and I went to school, started learning profession, and right after that I was able to do this motocross on my own, to have a dirt bike to ride and really enjoy the sport how I want. So when was 2016, I opened my own website, motocrossadvice.com. Motocrossadvice.com is one of the biggest dirt bike blogs in the world right now. So I write about dirt bike gear, dirt bike parts. I teach how to ride dirt bike. I give a lot of tips about what dirt bikes to buy, how to maintain dirt bikes, how to maintain your dirt bike gear and everything. So Motocross Advice is a one-stop shop for all the motocross riders out there, and I have quite great plans with it. And in parallel, I've always taught riders how to ride motocross, and in 2020 I decided that now it's the time to go serious with it. So I opened my own online course about dirt bike riding. The dirt bike riding course is called Motocross Success Masterclass. What it basically is that it has series of videos built in the right order, so you will learn the techniques, the riding techniques. Then when we have built the foundation, you have all the proper techniques, you know how you have to be on the dirt bike in order to be safe and fast. Then we move on the techniques. We are starting to take corners, we're starting to take jumps, we're starting to take sand tracks, starting everything. So because I've done everything, I have went through this progression, I know what's important in motocross, I know that what are the right techniques, so I'm able to build up the course in the right order, and that's how it is today. I also write an ebook about dirt bike riding, which is for free. If you want my free ebook, just let me know in the comments, I will send it to you. But today I have plans to build the online course on a high level, and to have Motocross Advice, one-stop shop for everything what you want to have. One thing I want to tell you, I'm here for you. I do this motocross content for you. So let me know what do you think about content. If you like the video, like it. If you want to ask me something, send me an email or comment in the YouTube. I'm serving you, and my most biggest pleasure is to do content that really has a benefit for riders, that riders can take the technique and go to the track and put this technique into the practice. So that's why I do it. So if you have any questions, just comment, make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube channel, and we will see you quite shortly with a new episode. Thank you for watching today, and see you soon. Ciao!